Hi, are you making 3 serious mistakes with your powder foundation? I hope not, but if you are, this is the video for you. I am going to show you how to prep your face, how to apply it, and how to set it without making those major mistakes. I am Mandy with MakeupMandy.com, and please enjoy the rest of this. Hi, so mistake number 1 that you might be making with your foundation is that you're not using a primer. You must use a primer, especially if you're using a powder foundation. Powder just wants to be absorbed into those pores, and it's just going to accentuate fine lines and pores. So I'm going to use, I'm going to call this if a pea had a baby. Okay, that's about the size that I am using, and I'm rubbing between my fingers. And I'm going to focus just one hand. I'm going to focus just one hand in those areas where I have the fine lines and I have larger pores. Then I'm going to rub it together again. And now I'm going to spread the rest of this everywhere. Okay. This primer that I'm using is by Younique, and it is a silicone base. And the reason why that is good is because it's not going to absorb into your pores. It's not going to absorb into your skin. What you want is the primer to create a barrier between your pores and your makeup, your pores and the environment. That's going to help reduce clogged pores. It's also going to create a very soft palette to start with. I guess that's the right word. I don't know if that's the right word. But it's going to give you a really nice, smooth beginning to apply that foundation. Okay, so the second mistake that you might be making with your foundation is buffing it out, swirling that powder onto your face. What this does is this is taking the bristles from your brush, it's scooping into those pores and those fine lines, it's taking out that primer, and it's filling in those holes now with powder, which is going to leave you with a very uneven finish. So what you want to do is you want to take your brush, tap some of it off, and you want to go in X's. Okay, this is going, it's going with the growth of your hair. It's going with the your pores, okay? And you're basically pressing kind of in a stippling formation. Is that the right word? Okay. I'm having struggles here today. And so you're gonna go in little tiny X's all over your face to make sure. So basically, what you're doing is you're almost laying the powder down as if it was fish scales, okay? So that everything is going in the right direction, okay? So then you can stipple in areas, maybe like this part is a little bit difficult to get to, so you can just press it on to your forehead there, around your brows, and then the Xing, okay? So that's how you want to apply that foundation. Now, this particular foundation is going to give you a medium to a full coverage in a powder. It's really, really amazing. Okay. So then you can come in and just reapply to certain areas that you might want to add a little bit more powder coverage too. Now, one extra tip that I like to do is I actually like to take a lighter shade as well. You can go into the smaller side of the brush and apply that more as a highlight under the eye area. So this is just a little added tip. Use 2 different powders and you can highlight. And if you got a darker one, you could even contour with it, right? And then the third mistake that you might be making with your powder foundation is not setting it. I like to use rose water. This is an amazing product. It's also by Younique. It has some yummy moisturizing properties to it. It's not just a rose essential oil. So you take it, and again, you're just going to spray it kind of in that X motion, and I make sure that my whole face is covered. The reason why you want to do this is because it is going to leave that powder foundation a little bit of a dewiness to it, which is going to make it look more natural on your face. None of us have that chalky powder look to our face naturally, right? So if you set it with the rose water, you're going to add a little bit of natural dewiness back into your face, and it's going to look more alive. I also love using a rose water because it has antibacterial properties to it and anti-inflammatory properties to it as well, which is also going to help heal your skin, especially if you're having sunburns during the summertime. If you have mosquito bites, it will help with that. If you have acne, it will help bring the redness and the inflammation and help in preventing more by having those antibacterial properties to it. I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you so much. And those are my 3 tips on how to solve the possible mistakes that you are making with your powder foundation.